Yep. Yep. Let it all out. Yeah. Let it all out. I agree. Yep. It is a laughing matter. What a joke.
You serious? Get over here!
Guys, you can't make this up. There's no way to make this up. This is just absolutely pathetic. Really is pathetic. Hi, my name is NikoTheLegend, also known as the well-mannered teenager, the snowflake, the rambling idiot, and Vigil. And today, well, you guys get the luxury of hearing me talk about how disappointing I am with this article. That's right, Knights of the Republic Remake is delayed indefinitely, according to a report. It's a very true report in the truest of senses, and you'll know why in a second here. Now, first of all, unbelievable. Can I say that? Unbelievable? This is pretty unbelievable. I mean, I think we saw this coming because this game was supposed to come out at the end of this year. And when we don't see really any footage at all, and we're in the 7th month out of the year of 12 months, that is a clear sign that it's not going to exist for a long time. It needs to be a lot longer, right? So in this article, we're going to learn why Knights of the Republic Remake is going to be delayed. There's as of this video recording, I don't know if there's an official statement, so let me know down in the comments below. And if you like what you hear today, follow me on the NikoTheLegend channel, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Disappointing news all around. Disappointing. But it is expected. And you know what? I will say this. Aspyr was not the right company to be appointed this big role. And I'll explain why in the end after this. Okay, so here we go. It sounds like there's trouble at developer Aspyr Media. A Star Wars Knights of the Republic remake was announced in September 2021. And that's almost a year now. It was a pretty big deal. KOTOR is one of the best Star Wars games ever, but it's also nearly 20 years old, which makes it a challenge to play these days. Not really. But a remake seemed like a can't-miss project, but a Bloomberg report, yes, you know Bloomberg, now says it has been delayed indefinitely amidst trouble at developer Aspyr Media. Now, we're going to get into some technical stuff in this article, so pay close attention. According to Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, he's a pretty credible guy, he knows a lot about something, Aspyr completed a virtual slice demo. Yeah, I'm new to that term as well, or phrase, whatever you want to call it. It sounds pretty stupid. Of the remake at the end of June to show to executives at Lucasfilm and Sony. Two big stubborn oxes. The following week, art director Jason Miner and design director Brad Prince were both fired from the studio. Two head developers were fired. Prince indicated on his LinkedIn page that the termination was not expected, writing, "Things can change very fast in a day. I'm no longer working at Aspyr and looking for work." Hey, work for me. Want to be my editor? Want to do funny jokes? The virtual slice. Okay, so that's what we're going to learn about. Yeah, tragic. Anytime a big project loses their game directors, it's never a good sign. Never a good sign. Diablo 4. Watching out for you. The virtual slice, essentially a demo that's intended to showcase all of a game's intended features in action, and that Monkey Island creator Ron Gilbert once called one of the dumbest things the game industry has ever come up with, is apparently the cause of the uproar. Miner may not have seen trouble coming, but sources told Bloomberg that Aspyr studio bosses weren't pleased with the state of it, or of the amount of time and money that had been put into creating it. There are also concerns about the remake's projected timeline. Yeah, this is wow, really? Aspyr said that internally that it would be out by the end of this year. That's a joke. Good one, guys. But developers now reportedly believe that a launch sometime in, are you ready for this? 2025 is more realistic. At the end of 2023, when this was announced almost a year ago, yeah, good luck. That's the sort of discrepancy that no amount of crunch or anything else short of straight up magic could ever solve. For now, the full status of the KOTOR remake is unclear, but employees at Aspyr have reportedly been told that the company is seeking new projects, and the remake could be moved to a different developee, possibly Aspyr's parent company, Saber Interactive. Wow. I've reached out to Aspire. Okay, we don't care about that. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. 2 directors gone. They showed the virtual slice demo in front of the Disney and Sony executives. They didn't like it. Bye-bye. Now that we have that said, let me know anything that you second opinion or any entitled opinions. I'm okay. Subjective opinions. Down in the comments below. Now, let me tell you how I feel about this. Let me ask the question. Why did you give this project to a company that only works on remasters? Have you seen their Metacritic average score? I'm looking at you, Lucasfilm Games, or whoever appointed Disney executives. Did you bother to spend at least 30 seconds looking at their resume, looking at their credentials? All they do is really just patch. They just make a game where it works on current gen consoles, and they patch that, and then they just get it out of the way. They don't do anything to make it look better. Unless you count the full screen resolution in the KOTOR Switch game, the first one. That's about it. No upgraded textures, no bonus features or nothing. It's just straight out the box of when you played it back in the day. Nothing has changed. Okay, maybe achievements or something, but besides the point. That's their track record, and their average Metacritic score is like what, in the 70s or something, 60s, 70s? There's rarely a time, maybe there's one out there, one outlier, but that's not going to justify these guys getting this huge franchise, this huge series that BioWare did so masterfully back in the day. And you let these remastered company work on it? What did you expect to happen? It's like they're learning how to run a marathon without even training for it. They don't know how to do this stuff. I don't even know why they were confident that they could do this. It's the same thing with other companies that get big budgeted projects that have never worked on something like this. It never ends well for the studio. Sometimes it shuts down a studio. Sometimes it causes people to leave, like we've seen here. Hey, let me ask you about this company named BioWare, who has faced such horrid development in the past 10 years, okay? You want to look that up? Go ahead and look it up, because it is horrendous. They are just a prime example of what it's like to work on a project that they have no idea what the hell they are doing. And that's what's going to happen here. Even if they already have a framework or an idea how this game is supposed to go, give me a break. Okay, so I ask you this. If you were a big time executive, would you give this to a company that only does remasters at a basic minimum, a bare minimum? The KOTOR 2 Switch, for example, the KOTOR 2 Switch game that released, granted, it didn't do well because there was a unbeatable game bug. You couldn't beat the game because of this bug that would happen, and they finally got rid of it. And they had a bunch of bugs and bugs and errors, and they haven't done any fixes yet. I know they're supposedly working on it, and they haven't restored any of the modded content. Now, granted, Obsidian is the one that faced the most crunch back in the day when it came out. They barely even had a little over a year, maybe less than a year. Who knows, truly, right? And that's why the game was a mess. So I get it. It's not truly fair to give them the bluntness of it all. But come on. At least make the game beatable when it comes out. So that's just the type of stuff. They've been releasing all kinds of basic bitch re-releases on the modern consoles of Star Wars games. And they really don't do anything special. So then, big project, and then boom, here we are now. So with that said, folks, this is not good news for Knights of the Republic Remake. I hope it doesn't get canned, because if you guys remember the good old Aperion mod that was supposed to come out for KOTOR 1 back in the day, which was pretty much this group of modders, this team of modders was making a pretty much a graphics mod for KOTOR, and it looked amazing, and then Disney told them to shut down, cease and desist. And here we are now. Yeah, it's not good. So, what do you guys think about this, about it being delayed? Are you glad that it's being delayed and it's still in the hands of Aspire Media, supposedly going to Saber Interactive, which... Who? What? Right? I've heard of them, but come on, these are like obscure developers, okay? they're just now getting their name tossed around because money is coming their way now and stuff. I still don't know why. I still can't believe that Disney thought this was a bright idea, and Sony or whoever. Anyway, folks, that is going to be it about the Knights of the Republic remake that's being delayed indefinitely. Indefinitely, according to a report. So let me know what you think down in the comments below on how this makes you feel. And I appreciate everybody that's been here. Appreciate it, Finders. We're now 24 subs away from 1,000. Oh boy, the turtle that could. That's slow race. So I appreciate it nonetheless, folks. You take care, Pathfinders. I just want to die.